With so many conflicting arguments about health and diet, it is almost impossible to discern the truth. Things like keto, eggs, fish, and dairy are all promoted as being healthy, but are they really? What about raising a vegan child? Will they grow up to be healthy, or will they have some type of nutrient deficiencies with the lack of animal products? This is exactly why I brought on Dr. Gemma Newman on the show to clarify what is truth and what is fiction. Dr. Newman has worked in medicine for 15 years and is the senior partner at a family medical practice. She studied at the University of Wales College of Medicine and has worked in many specialties as a doctor, including elderly care, endocrinology, pediatrics, gynecology, psychiatry, general surgery, urology, vascular surgery, rehabilitation, medicine, and general practice. She gained additional qualifications in gynecology and family planning. She has a special interest in plant-based nutrition and lifestyle medicine and is an advisory board member of the Plant-Based Health Professionals UK. She gives nutrition and lifestyle advice to her patients who have gained tremendous results using the power of their plate. You can get in touch via Facebook at Dr. Gemma Newman or follow her on Instagram at PlantPowerDoctor or via plantbasedhealthprofessionals.com. If you like this episode, please leave a rating and review on iTunes, share it on social media, and visit veganfitness.com for more evidence-based nutrition for peak physical performance. Okay, guys, welcome back to Generation V. Today I have Dr. Gemma Newman on the show. Thank you so much for joining us, Gemma.
It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
And where are you tuning in from right now?
I'm tuning in from near London in England. I live in a small village not far from London, so it's quite handy if I want to go in and see the shows and see the sights. But at the same time, I've got loads of woodland right next to my house where I can see deer and cows and other animals in the wild. So it's a lovely mix.
Oh, that sounds actually really nice. We actually met in London for the first time. We'd been speaking via social media for quite some time, so it was a pleasure meeting you in London. I met you and your family and didn't get a chance to hear you talk at the Veg Fest, but that is one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the show, because I think your way of presenting information is really easily understandable, which I think is really important for people who may not have all of the technical background for understanding some of these complex subjects. So that's what I particularly enjoyed about you and the way you presented it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do try to make it easy for people, because I think nutrition can get so confusing and people just want to know what they should be eating, and it's quite hard for them with so much confusion. And so I do try and break it down for people. I'm glad you found it good as well. That's good.
Now you are a for those listening, you are a doctor, so you are a general practitioner?
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm a GP. Yeah, GP, general practitioner, and it's quite a long journey. You start out at med school. It's a bit different from the US training, but you have your undergraduate years and then you do lots of different specialties. So I worked in obstetrics and gynecology and pediatrics and general medicine and surgery and urology and all sorts of other specialties. And then I ended up doing general practice training. And then I've been a family doctor now for 10 years in the same practice, which I absolutely love. I love getting to know my patients there. And I really enjoy doing it, because you just never know who's going to walk through the door. You never know what the problem's going to be. And it's great because you can build up those personal relationships, which I really treasure.
Yeah, I don't think anything beats, seeing the kind of impact you make in someone's life, especially in regards to health. And that's kind of what, prompted me to leave my former career and do this more often, because I was seeing firsthand, not to the extent of your level where you're actually intervening and saving people's lives, but just helping somebody and helping others. That's such a powerful occupation. And I could see how it would be just a joy to be a doctor. I mean, did you always have that in mind whenever you were young? I mean, tell me a little bit more about your background and how you grew up.
Yeah. So, I did. I always wanted to be a doctor. It's funny because my grandmother, actually, she was a doctor, and it was so unusual back in the day because she was went to medical school in Scotland, and women didn't go to medical school. You know, they didn't, a lot of them didn't really even have an education. And she was one of the very few women that were in her medical school. And I don't think they even let her have a graduation ceremony because she was a woman, but she did. She finished the course, and then she went out to India to practice there. And I was really inspired by her because, again, she was just such a great role model for me. So I always knew that I liked the idea of helping people. I think that's probably why a lot of people go into medicine.